Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing safe. Hello, Sindhu. How are you?
Hi, Anupa. Good evening, viewers, and welcome back. I would say we are back. So,
I know.
before starting the program, I just wanted to say that it's a challenging year, last year and this year due to pandemic, and we all like somewhere or the other somebody is suffering. But the maximum what we can do is wear a mask,
Yep.
maintain social distancing, and follow the protocols. And then, we all can do stuff together. So let's start the program with this.
Yes. So it's a beautiful evening, nice, warm. It was cold in the morning, but now it is really beautiful. So let's start this beautiful occasion of Mother's Day. We would like to welcome all our viewers for our comeback show. Yay! So this is our comeback show of PDX A1 Spotlight. So on to honor our beautiful mothers all across the world, I would like to start this evening with beautiful quotes about mothers from renowned people about their love, unconditional love of mother towards everything. It's just not your kids, towards everybody, everything. So we have a mother is a heart of hope. This one was from Mother Teresa. It may be possible to gild gold, but who can make mother more beautiful? This one was from Mahatma Gandhi. We have intense love does not measure, it just gives. I think this is a beautiful quote for to show mother's love, isn't it? So
Absolutely.
I know that one is also from Mother Teresa.
Yeah. And I just want to add to this is like,
Mhm.
you don't have to give birth to be a mother.
Exactly.
Motherhood is divine and
Yep.
incomparable feeling.
That's
So,
very
Anupa,
true. Beautifully put, Sindhu.
thank you. And so now, like, what do we have line up for our beautiful, fantastic viewers?
Oh, I am so excited. Being Mother's Day, we have a whole bunch of treats lined up for mothers. So we start our first treat. We wanted to honor and celebrate all the mothers from different walks of life. So now we have
Okay.
uh, I think we have a video
Yep.
that would be played. It is from a dynamic lady, and she's been a mother for a long time.
Yep.
So let's hear from her first.
Absolutely. And like due to some reason, like some personal reason, she was not able to attend and she was like kind enough to, send the video. So
Mhm.
let's hear it from Mrs. Leela.
Namaste. Well, happy Mother's Day almost. This is my mother Leela Sharma, and she is 89 years young, not 89 years old. And my name is Minnie, and I think I am the most fortunate mother. Well, I'm a mother, but I'm also the most fortunate daughter in the world. So, I wanted to ask my mummy two things today. First is, what do you cherish about becoming a mother? What did you enjoy the most?
Everything I enjoyed from the birth itself. I enjoyed the baby, she's smiling, walking, turning her heading, raising her head, started talking, everything,
And then stop talking.
every moment I enjoyed it.
What are some of your memories?
As every woman, I also dream of becoming a mother. But at the age of 42 only, I got the opportunity. Before that, at last, one stillborn and one miscarriage. And this is the third one. So I left my job at the expert for 5 months to avoid traveling in the bus and so on. So at 7 months or something, I took rest, and then one of my friend came and took me to the shop, and we brought all the necessary things. Whatever I saw there for the babies, I brought everything from there. And even the doctor told me, you brought the big powder dabba big than the
Baby.
baby
The,
only.
but the
So-
powder dabba was bigger than the baby.
They-
Do you remember that day when I don't remember because I was only 3 days old? But you remember how in the hospital?
Yeah, when my baby, generally the doctor, the nursing home, they used to keep the babies at night because to get the rest for the mothers. And the third day I saw at 3 o'clock, I heard somebody was crying. So I thought my baby is crying. So my sister-in-law who was with me told, no, so many girls were, so many babies were. How can you know it is your baby? I told, no, it is definitely my baby. Then the sister is bringing the child and will you please keep her for some time? I got so much work, one case, delivery case and so many children. So you keep. So the third day itself, I could recognize my daughter's voice.
Oh,
Then I took her to the school, I took her to the dance class, I accompanied everywhere, wherever she went, I accompanied her almost everywhere.
all the way to America also you accompanied.
I enjoyed every moment of my life with my baby.
You have any advice for young mothers?
Love them unconditionally and don't force them anything. Let them
You forced me so many things.
let them do whatever they want. Don't force them to become first in the class and so on. Even though I forced my daughter to do that. Right?
But she also supported me in all the choices I made, whether it was finding my own husband, whether it was becoming an archaeologist and studying something like anthropology that not many people knew, or even, my parents didn't know, but they always supported me and trusted me. So that I think is a big thing.
I was so happy she married.
Finally.
I got a good son-in-law and 2 grandchildren, and we are living with them now.
And those grandchildren, they are right here. Manali.
This is Manali, my granddaughter, who is 11 years. And this one is Manav, 9 years.
But I want to also show that Mummy is 89 and she just was featured in this book right around Mother's Day. This is a wonderful book called Indian Grandmother's Secret Recipes, and she is right here. She's a great cook, a great gardener.
And a great grandmother. Well, she's just a grandmother. No, she is a grandmother. She's our grandmother, and she's great. So she's a great grandmother.
Get it? She's a great grandmother.
Okay.
Well, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
I always wondered, Sindhu, what she said is so true, isn't it? When there are a lot of kids and your kid cries or your kid makes a sound, your mother antenna just pops up, and your kid is the one who is in trouble, and you just run immediately, isn't it? I always wondered how that happens.
That is the mother's instinct, right?
I know. I always wondered, how does that happen, And my son was, how do you know? I'm like, yeah, that is how it is, That's how mother's instincts kick in.
Absolutely.
That was beautiful advice. I totally agree with Leela auntie that never force your kid. Yeah, just let them get on with their life.
I'm just going to put it in my mind saying that
I know.
let me not force my daughter to do math. But so,
No,
yeah,
not only
and-
math. Don't force her to do anything. Let she find her own hobby. Let she find. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
But
Okay,
then
so,
now we have Leela auntie already she gave us a nice tip. But then here on live, we are lucky enough to have a mother who has enjoyed her motherhood for more than 50 years. And
Wow.
also, I had to write it down actually. So we had 7 kids, 21 grandkids, and then 25 great grandkids.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And I am also so happy that she has adopted my daughter as one of the grandkids. So I would say 26 grandkids.
Ooh.
And thank you so much, Mrs. Hines, to join us. And, we all are so blessed that, you could join us and give us some advices or, just talk about how did your motherhood go?
I know.
I'm so happy to be here. And I love seeing the lady who is 89 years old talk to us today.
Yeah, she's sweet.
You're welcome, Miss Hines.
Thank you.
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
Thank you for joining us today.
It's lovely to see your beautiful faces.
Thank you. Our pleasure is ours too. So Sindhu, do you have some questions for Ms. Hines today?
Absolutely, but I would ask the tricky question. The first question would go with you. So you should ask about, how did this happen? Like 7 kids, grandkids,
I
did
know.
you force them for swimming class? Did you force them for taekwondo class? Was there any Kumon classes? What did you do? How did you manage?
They are all gifts from God. And 4 of them were pretty grown before I became their mom.
Right.
I was able, because of God's love, to love them equally. And they're all wonderful. And I'm so proud and happy to be their mom.
That's wonderful.
I know, that's wonderful.
And I really want to ask you one quick question. I don't know, it would be really hard for you. So what's your favorite role, Mrs. Helen? Like, is it being a mom, being a grandmom, or being a great grandmom?
Great grandmom.
What is your favorite role?
Well, you sort of have to do one before you do the next, before you do the next. And that's all according to God's plan. And
you answered it so nicely, because I know some of your kids are also watching, the grandkids are also watching. So you just wanted to be, but you
She's
said
being
it
a neutral grandmom, a great grandmom.
Absolutely. And she is a grandmom who really takes time to spend lot of time with their grandkids. And that's what I said earlier, that I am blessed. Like, Shruti just has to walk like 5 blocks away to see this grandmom and her beautiful garden and words of praise.
That's beautiful, because I know a lot of our kids who always wait for grandparents either to visit here or we need to visit them. So you have Shruti and Sid are so lucky that they have a grandmom just walking distance away.
Absolutely.
And Miss Helen, Miss Hines, I seriously appreciate you. We, with 2 kids, we really struggle. We, by the time we are ready for them to get out, we are like, yeah, get out. We need some time. You had 7 wonderful kids. So a big round of applause to you, Miss Hines.
And do you want to give any tips or any, a word of advice to our new moms, or the moms like me? Because I always see you smiling, being a mother of 7 and grandkids and great. With 2 kids, sometimes I'm like not always smiling. So I just want to know the secret of that. Like, how do you maintain? And can you just share some tips?
Yes. So the secret really is these children are gifts from God, and you can't do it alone. You want to trust Him to give you help. And I have a beautiful story about Shruti, the granddaughter that Sindhu. When I first met Sindhu, we were praying together, and she said she had Sid, but she wanted a baby girl. And we asked God to give her and Silas a baby girl. And Shruti came along. Beautiful stories I can tell.
Oh,
That's a
thank you.
beautiful story. So, Sindhu, we know now.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mrs. Hines,
I-
for your time. Thank you. We really appreciate it, and I'm sure the all the moms who are watching here
exactly.
definitely appreciate your presence over here. So thank you so
Yeah.
much again from my
Thank you.
heart.
Thank you, Miss Hines. It was wonderful and a beautiful tip. I think it will be very useful for our next mom, who is a new mom. She is Harini Acharya. So, welcome, Harini. She is a mom of a soon to be a year old. I just came to find out that, okay? I thought she was a 7 month old. And then I spoke to Harini and she said, no, 20 more days, she will turn a year. I'm like, what? The days of, they just flew away so fast, because I remember visiting Harini and she said, I'm going to the hospital, I'm going to go deliver. And she came with the baby home. And I was like, the days just flew by. So, welcome, Harini. And
Yeah,
happy
thank you.
birthday to Mahati, soon to be happy birthday to be a year old.
Yeah.
So, I know. So now let's talk about. So you were expecting during COVID, isn't it? So
Yes.
how was it? So how was your experience? I'm sure it is very difficult. It was. We were very. That was the first experience, isn't it? During the first lockdown, so it
Yeah.
was totally chaotic. We didn't know what to do. And how did you manage expecting a baby that time? So how did you manage, Harini?
Well, it was overwhelming at the just being a first time mom or becoming a mom in itself is overwhelming, and on top of that you throw a pandemic, it's just
Absolutely.
tenfolds more overwhelming.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, with the pandemic there were a lot of challenges, like we weren't allowed to go out and all of that, and on top of that I would go to the hospital. I was already in the third trimester, so I would still go to St. Vincent's, which was probably like the hotspot of the the
Pandemic.
testing and all of that going on. So that was always there, and none of the visits. It was just the patient only visits. So my husband couldn't accompany me to any of the doctor visits.
Oh,
That was hard.
So he was only asked to join on the FaceTime or something, and so most of the scans and the all the checkups would just be me. So that was
hard.
kind of challenging, and at times I would still feel like lonely and all that. We all have like big families back home, and we are away 8,000 miles away from them, and suddenly all these flights were all cancelled, and we knew that nobody would be here to help us out. So it was
That's
all
very true.
a lot of things thrown at us at once. But yes, as Mrs. Hines said, it's just the trust in God that whatever come, we are just going to move on. And
True.
yeah, it was quite challenging as such. But one of the best things with the pandemic is that my husband got to stay at home all the time.
That is true.
We would like be together and have lunch together and talk to each other. So that would kind of help each other get stressed, de-stress better.
I know, I understand, because I remember when I was expecting with my kids, I suddenly middle of the day or middle of the evening, I would crave for pizza or ice cream, and my husband would run to the store and say, okay, let me go get an ice cream or a pizza. Suddenly I felt like I craved for pani puri, the street side pani puri, where you stand there and you have those pani puris. But I'm sure, Harini, it would have been very difficult. Everything should have been homemade, or maybe.
Oh yeah, I mean, my husband became a very good cook.
Very good chef. Good job. So,
chili paneer, he would like find out on YouTube who makes the best. Let me try. And on top of that, we weren't going grocery shopping for every single item we need, so we have to make do with what we have at home.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's just make do with this sauce today. It's fine. Right? It also helps.
We all became innovative cooks.
Innovative cooks, and probably that luxury of just running to the store and getting wasn't there. So we learned to live without so many things that we were kind of hoarding in the house. So it's fine. You don't have chili, it's fine. You use chili flakes. Red chili powder is not everything. So things like this.
True.
Because
let
actually what I would think is like, where Harani, like, when she had normally, like when we are expecting, we always have a dream of like, okay, fine, this kind of stroller, I'm going to go here. This would be the first visit. That would be the first visit. And I'm sorry, like, honey, you had to miss all of those. But then the plus point with this was like, your husband was always there with you. You
Yeah.
I
had,
know.
you had a
That's definitely
support.
was there. Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
support mentally, you had support physically,
Yes.
and and I'm sure like even he would have helped you changing diapers and doing,
Oh yeah.
you know so
He
you
does a
had,
whole lot of things. Yeah.
yeah, so that's a
That and
blessing.
one more thing I would like to add to that is we have wonderful community here. A lot of moms in the community, including Anupa, were just a phone call away for me to help me through the process. So I brought home the baby. Anupa was the one to receive us, and then something goes wrong. The baby is just crying. I call up Anupa and ask Anupa, "What do I do now?" And she has a solution to me for that. So we have wonderful community here who is just ready to help out. And we
Yep.
had I also had a bunch of friends and moms, all of those moms who helped us for 15-20 days with food.
Sweet.
Yes, so that really helped us in that newborn phase of first 15 days for me to recover and then just to get hang of even starting from holding the baby, feeding her to kind of
Absolutely.
into the new rhythm.
And this is where I would say the power of mom. This is
Yes.
what I would say, the power of mom. They wouldn't see, like, even if it was not you, Harani, even if it was somebody else, like if a mom knows that a mom is suffering, it is always a mom goes and stands there and says, hey, I'll help you. I got your back. So this is the power. And that is the main reason we celebrate mom. Like we celebrate our mothers.
Exactly.
So whenever
Exactly.
you say all these things, it's just coming out of like, my tummy is rolling, my heart is pumping, because it's so emotional that you had to go through all these things, and you did great. And like, see,
I know she
your
did
neighbor
great.
your neighbor did not know that she's going to be 1 year old. Thank you for the pandemic, because see, this is what happens. But at the same time, we were like, we were blessed. But I would just like write, turn my this thing to a mom. Okay. A mom, her name is Uju. She is a strong, I wouldn't say single mom. I would just say that she's a strong super mom. And I know her from the beginning, and she has raised two wonderful kids. And she is not only a mom, she is, she was working as a government employee. And then, like being an immigrant, she came here, she worked as a, government employee. And then she always had a dream like, okay, fine, I need to have a business. And then she's an entrepreneur. She has a beautiful writing skill. She just released her book recently, and that's a hit too. So let me welcome Uju.
Wow. Welcome, Uju. I know with Sindhu's introduction, I can see that you are such a strong woman. So welcome to our show. My question to you, Uju, would be, being an immigrant and a successful mom, would you like to share your experience? How was it when you raised kid in a different land, not in your country, but in a different place? So how was your experience, Uju?
I would say, well, thank you so much. Thank you, all of you, for having me. Sindhu, that was quite an introduction. At first, I was wondering, is she introducing me as someone else? I don't know.
I got your back, Uju.
No, it's you, Uju, nobody else.
But I'm happy to be here and to celebrate fellow moms. And the journey of motherhood is not an easy one. It's not a journey that anyone can just, I think we are all called, if you're a mom, then you are called to be a mom. There is something that God has seen in you, and that's the reason he picked you to be the mother of, your kids. And also, like Cindy mentioned, it doesn't have to be biologically. It could be you have adopted kids too. But the fact that you are overseeing any child at all is a blessing, and it's one that should not be taken very, unseriously. So my journey to being a mom, at first when I had my son, it was my first pregnancy, and I think most just like any mom, there is this period of uncertainty. You're not sure if you qualify. What are you supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
Coming from Nigeria, there's so many societal conditioning and family expectation when you have a girl, when you're a woman, right?
Mhm.
And I'm Nigerian, and not only do we have that, when you now have a mom, you now begin to wonder. They taught me all my life what it means to be a woman. Nobody taught me what it means to be a mom. What am
Exactly. Exactly. I came across a beautiful line. Okay, when a child is born, a mom is also born.
Absolutely.
So that was something. Seriously, there is no class, there is no manual written for a mom. For everything else you have a manual, but for a mom, you don't. You're just thrown into it, and then you learn from your mistakes, and then you are kind of like, then you share your experience. That is how it is.
Absolutely, absolutely, and you are so right. When a girl is born, a mom is also born. But society spends so much time raising the girl child on how to be a woman, how to be a woman, how to take care of your husband, your home.
Yeah.
But never do we actually raise a young girl on how to be a mom. Because it's not possible to raise a woman or a girl to be a mom until the baby is there. The given talent just shows up, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's pretty much what happened with my kids. And I remember when I had my son, it was my first pregnancy and first child, and I was going through a divorce then. So it was really hard for me. And then not only was I going through a divorce, I had just moved also to the United States.
Oh,
so
wow.
Cultural difference, right? Cultural difference. First time, I went into a depression, postpartum depression. It hit me really bad. And
but you survived. Yeah. Good job. Good job.
I did.
A big round of applause to you.
Thank you.
I think a lot of moms will learn from your experience. Just a small insight into your life would give a lot of other moms motivation to come up.
Absolutely. And I hope that is the case, because when I was going through the postpartum depression, I did not know that is what it was called. It was my first time experiencing it. So I just thought something was wrong with me. Why am I depressed? So until I met with my doctor, who told me that this is normal. It's normal to feel this way after you have a baby. Most women, get depressed. And then I had my family around that also supported, and that was how I overcame that, that phase. But being a mother and working with the Department of Human Services, I did work as a social worker. And for a few years, and for about 6 years. And doing that, and then publishing a book, and now owning a fashion, a shoe footwear company.
That is where my question is. So being a mom, this is not about Women's Day, but then being a mom, it is always, when you start a business and when you do not have any help, getting into a business is a strong move. Like it's a real, you do not know whether it's going to be a success, whether it's not. But I remember about the business which you are an entrepreneur of and which is really going successful, that is Osney Shoes. I remember you telling me this kind of pattern and plan 9 years before. And I was like, okay, maybe she's just saying, but then you made the dream come true. Like you quit the job, and for a single mom, quitting a job is like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but you did that. And also you are a successful entrepreneur. So I would really love you to share, to all the moms out there, let's do, whatever is in your mind or heart, let's go for it. So how was the journey from there
to
Okay,
so this is a very compact question because as individuals, I like to define my life at least as I'm a tree, like a tree with so many branches, right? Different branches could mean maybe businesses, other career paths, children, everything else that comes with us, right? But at the end of the day, we're still the trunk. So with me, yes, I am an author, and I would say before I became a businesswoman, I am first and foremost a spiritual woman. I'm a Christian, and my faith is what really keeps me grounded, right? It is because of my faith that I ever wrote a book, and I have no writing background, just so you know. I have no writing background, but somehow I published a book. And my book came to me in a dream. So because of my faith, I have dreams that will eventually come to pass. That happens. So my book came to me in a dream. The storyline, everything came to me in a dream.
Wow, that was wonderful.
Yeah, it is amazing, in 2012. And when I eventually published that book in 2017 because I was too scared. I didn't know where to begin, but I scribbled down the scenes that I remember from my dream on my phone. So I wrote it down in the notepad, but I couldn't really start the book because I didn't know how to begin. But until 2017, somehow a lot has happened then. I started enjoying reading books. I learned how to write, and actually wrote a book.
Beautiful, Uju. Thank you very much. That was just wonderful.
That experience is super.
I know. That was beautiful, Uju. Thank you very much.
It was not a very easy thing to do. It was one of the most stressful things I've ever done, but also quite, I'm proud of myself for having done that. And the same applies to my footwear company. It was also a dream. The concept Sindhu was talking about. So I talked to her. I showed her in 2000. I think it was 2013 or 15.
12 or 13, probably.
Yeah. So the concept of the shoe came to me also in a dream. Then I was also a social worker then, so I didn't know where to start because that means I have to leave my career as a social worker and go into footwear designing. I was too scared. I had no idea where to start. But then in 2019, I eventually just went for it, because when you have a dream, when you have a goal, and it's right there in your heart, no matter what you do, you keep coming back to that dream, keep coming back to that goal. It is an assignment. It is something you have to work on. So I'm glad that I did work on my shoe business as well, and that's what I'm currently doing.
Perfect.
That's beautiful. That was an inspiring story from you. Sindhu, we have another mom here. You know, we have something here called a nest-free mom.
Nest-free? What is nest-free?
I knew that you have a lot of time, Sindhu. So I'll just explain to you what nest-free means, okay? Nest-free is where you have kids, you know, they grow up and then all of a sudden they fly away. That means they all move with their life, you know, so they all move to college, to a different city. And so hence we have a mom who is nest-free. So let's welcome Lakshmi Sajeev. Welcome, Lakshmi. Lakshmi, you are on mute, so unmute yourself. Yep.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Anupa.
Hi, Lakshmi. Great to have you in our show.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Yep. Now, you know, there's one more thing, Sindhu. Lakshmi is the mother of twins.
Oh, so it was like Zor ka jhatka dheere se, kind of like one, both of them.
No, Zor ka
two birds at one shot.
Another proverb, okay? One stone, two birds.
Two birds, one shot, yes.
Yeah, two birds, one shot. And you know, she was lucky to have one girl and one boy too. So that was another additional thing for her.
You're right.
So Lakshmi, now tell me, how was it? So kids were around you for 19 odd years, and all of a sudden they were nagging, whining, fighting, everything with you, and suddenly they all move out. And in your case, they all moved out at 1 year, you know, and at one shot, they both moved out. So how was the feeling?
So, talking about being a mom, yes, that's the most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me, I should say. And twins, I didn't know I would be having twins, but I was always excited about twins. And then I had my twins and I fell in love with them, like every mom does with their own kids. So, yeah. And well, it was a challenge, like you all know, like having one baby running around and having two at the same time going in different directions. So I had my hands full, and when we moved to Portland, it was like it was before their second birthday. So we don't know many people. So even though we had family, but not in Portland. So and you have your friend circle, but it's always up to the parents, right, to be there. So, but I enjoyed every bit of spending my time with my twins. And I knew that it would happen one day, but then the time flies so fast. So here we are now. My twins are 20 years old. They are juniors in college. Next year they'll be seniors.
I know. Tell me about it.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, you have one too, Anupa. So
I do.
So
I do.
So right now, so when we are talking about the COVID pandemic, that is one thing which brought everyone back home.
That's
true.
Yep.
Yeah, so I got to spend time with them. I enjoyed every bit. I knew it would not last. So I still have, this week I do have both my kids home. So for Mother's Day, which is a blessing. Absolutely. So, and yes, I did enjoy, like you said, I don't know exactly what you would want me to say. There's so many things to go on for twins.
But now, let me ask you this way. The kids and all, yeah. So now what are you doing? How are you, because when a kid is there at home, I'm sure, now I have both my boys at home. It looks like pretty much I have a lot of work in the kitchen because, they are growing up boys. So pretty much I'm cooking, cleaning, shopping. That's what pretty much I'm doing. But now when both the kids are off, you might have a lot of time in your hands. So what are you up to?
Yes, I should say I started preparing for it when they were the seniors at school. I was very nervous and scared, like what would I do once they leave, because I've been so latched on to them. So I started working, and then I decided I work with kids. I work at a school. And then now I have a hobby too. I paint. That is my pet, which I painted.
That's beautiful.
So I have hobbies, but I would say the best thing which happened to me is I went back to school. I am in grad school, and I will be graduating along with my twins next year with a degree for teaching. That's what I did, and that keeps me pretty busy with work and with school, and I enjoy that. I think kids, not just my kids, I love all kids. So I like spending time at school and being with the kids around them. I did try other jobs initially, but this is where I found my peace. I enjoy every day spent, and then I come back home and I am at peace with myself.
That's very true. That's beautifully put, Lakshmi.
Yeah,
so
really
Sindhu,
wonderful.
we will also have time. So we can also do our me times pretty soon, Sindhu.
Yeah, you get to do whatever you want to do. That's your time.
For me, it's like more, I have a little one. So yeah, you can have. And then
I'm ready. 4 more years for me. Then I can do me time too.
Absolutely. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody
who were here spending time, giving your experiences. And I'm sure that whatever you have said, maybe a newborn mom, or the nest-free mom, or a superhero mom, or
a mom who has been for a long time.
Yeah. Yep. So we have learned a lot from you guys, and thank you so much for your time. And we really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing all your experiences with us, and a happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sindhu, what's up
next? I actually wanted to ask you a question, Anupa. So normally during, tomorrow is Mother's Day, right?
Yep.
So what do you normally do during Mother's Day?
You know what? Mother's Day is the best time because I love to pamper myself. So, the one occasion where you can pamper yourself, not every time. So one occasion.
Pampering means you just go do your nails.
Yeah, I just go get my nails done, my hair done, and all that. This was all pre-COVID, okay?
Mhm.
But this year, I don't know, ma'am.
Wait. Don't worry. We got
What?
you. We got you.
Seriously?
Oh,
How?
absolutely. Yeah. So this
Oh
year,
my
even if
goodness.
it is pandemic, you know
Uh-huh.
what? We managed to
Hmm.
make sure that all the moms can sit, relax, and pamper themselves. And for
Ooh.
that, I would love to invite Gauri Nagul. And before her coming, I would also let you know that who is she.
Okay.
So most of the people in Portland, they know who is she, but I'm just going to say that she is a makeup artist. She has her own salon. She's the owner of Makeup Artistry, and she's also a dancer. And either I see her dancing or decorating or painting or making the brides more beautiful. So she's there in some function. So let me welcome Gauri Nagul.
Hey, Gauri, welcome. Welcome to our show. And before you start, Gauri, let me go grab a pencil and a paper. So I want to make note of everything so that I can pamper myself tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can always message me whenever, if you have any question, always message me.
Sure.
Thank you, Sindhu. Thank you, Anupa, for inviting me. And I'm so excited to be here.
So what are we, what, I've already given the clue to Anupa saying that, don't worry, you have somebody who's going to help. So what are we going to do, Gauri, today?
Yeah.
This is the best opportunity for all the dads and, all the kids to pamper their mom.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you some tips on how to take care of yourself at home. So, the moms can feel great and pamper them.
Okay.
So you can grate one potato and mix some honey in it.
Okay.
And then just mix it with a brush and apply it on your face.
Mm-hmm.
That brightens your face up immediately.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. That
So
was
I missed the first part. What do you mix with honey?
grated potato.
Potato?
Potato juice, yeah. So you grate the potato and take the juice out of the potato, mix it with honey, and put it on your face. It will instantly brighten your face.
Wow.
Ah.
So I have a quick question. So normally, I'm going to grate the potato, put the honey and brighten my face, and I look beautiful. You know what? Just to stand with me, my husband also should look great. So do you think that will work for my husband too?
Absolutely, because these are all home remedies.
Okay.
Anybody can use it. Even kids can use it. So you can have a family spa day.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds awesome.
So the only thing we have to buy is potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Most of them has potatoes so.
Yeah. You never know, Gauri, maybe Costco might run out of potatoes. Maybe everybody would be at Costco now saying, Gauri gave us a tip, let's go buy potatoes.
I'll come up with a remedy though. Just message me, whatever you have in your pantry, I'll just give you a remedy for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
And is there any other tip, Gauri?
You can do a hot oil massage. You can give a hot oil massage on your mom. It can be very relaxing also. So this can be a family thing too. Everybody.
That's wonderful.
It is.
Gauri, I have a question.
Yeah.
Moms are always stressed. Moms are always under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And see, a newborn mom or a mom who's expecting during this time, I'm sure they all have under eye circles too. Do you have any tip for that?
So yes, you can use the same mask, whatever the remedy that I gave you. You can use that, or you can also mix some coffee and some coconut oil. Apply
coffee granules.
Yeah, it can be that, or instant coffee is fine too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you mix both of that and then apply it under your eyes and leave it on for 10-15 minutes and wash it off.
And wash it off with normal cold water or lukewarm water, or
lukewarm water is fine.
Oh, okay, perfect.
There you go, ladies. So you got a tip for all your under eye circles.
Yeah, and I know, Gauri, you were very busy, and again, for the last minute call, we just called you, and you were kind enough to come and share your stuff. And the people in Portland who really want to, maybe after pandemic, or you can always call her and reach out to her availability, because I think she is always available and ready to make
all of us beautiful. I'll put it that way. Make all of us look beautiful.
I'm just waiting for the pandemic to get over and to take my clients back, and I'm really desperately waiting to start my facials and all.
So the sound of it makes me really want to have one, Gauri. So thank you very much, and I hope we all get out of this and have a beautiful facial from you.
And actually, I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, Gauri, because I was just saying she's this, but look at her, and she is also a mother of 2 and a daughter. She's going to go to college this year. So you know what? Here is Gauri. So I think all the potatoes and applied on her. So Gauri, I'm there for your competition very soon. I'll be doing that soon.
Absolutely.
Oh, me too.
Anyways, thank you so
much.
I'll
be there too. So you have a tough competition, Gauri. Pretty soon, Portland ladies are all going to give you competition now.
Sure.
So thank you, Gauri. Thank you very much. It was wonderful. We loved all your tips.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So happy Mother's Day to you, Gauri.
Same to you. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So, Sindhu, how was that?
That was really, really, I never knew that a potato.
I know.
Potato is a bleaching agent, I've heard, but I never tried. I would better put it in my tummy, inside my tummy.
Exactly, me too.
I got this, and I'm going to try for sure. And actually, now what I feel is the mother is being they got, so what do we need? Mothers got the advices from all strong mommies. Then they got the beauty tips to pamper them.
The pampering trip. Yep.
And that is also super cheap. You don't have to go even to Walgreens. You just go to your pantry, open it.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
So that is done now.
Everything. But let me tell you, Sindhu. What do you want? What do you want? Oh, Mother's Day. I always love surprises. What about you? Do you like surprises?
I love surprise, and especially if the surprise is something which you can which will be good for your tummy. That's more better.
That's when I think like a sweet tooth.
Absolutely.
Like when you're, surprise should always be with kicks in, and if you have that adrenaline rush where they come out and say surprise, that is the awesome part, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I know. So I have something for you for that kick. So we have a family who is doing a surprise. What should I say? A surprise thing for their mom. Let's just say thing. We are not going to give out the surprise. Okay. So. Yeah, so we have a family here who is planning something to surprise their mom on Mother's Day. So let's go ahead and watch what they are up to. Okay.
Happy Mother's Day. We are going to make easy mug cake. Here are a list of ingredients: all-purpose flour, chocolate chip, sugar, cocoa powder, oil, milk, baking powder. Now we're gonna make the cake.
Hey boys.
What?
Where's Mom?
We're going to surprise her for Mother's Day.
When is Mother's Day?
Today.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I forgot totally. What are you going to make?
We're going to make a mug cake. An easy mug.
Okay.
And that was 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Okay. Oh, okay. What else?
So the next one is 1/4 cup of milk. Yeah. Plus 1 tablespoon of milk.
Okay, this is the milk.
Yeah. 1/4 cup of milk. So 1/4 and then you have to add 1 tablespoon of it. So you take this and put it there. And
you can use this one and mix it.
No, you have to put 1 tablespoon more of milk.
Okay. How much
So,
are you?
2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
You can put in the oil. So here's 1 tablespoon. So let me
Okay.
do the next one.
Oh, 2?
Yeah. So that's 2 tablespoons. I want to put chocolate chip.
Oh, that we missed it. Okay. Is it enough?
Yeah.
You want to mix it?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Wait, I want to do it. So we're done. Now we're
Mix
going
it?
to mix it.
Uh huh.
Do you want to do it? Yeah. Okay. That's enough mixing.
So what is next?
So next, you have to put it in the microwave for 70 seconds, which is
Okay.
1 minute. Mommy, can you come downstairs?
Okay, Nitin.
We
have something in the
we have a
kitchen.
surprise.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Oh my god! What surprise?
Surprise!
Oh, thank you so much.
Look, we made a mug cake.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
So
Thank
good.
you.
This is for Mother's Day special from Nitin Nivesh.
And you.
Yeah, oh, me.
Oh,
Me
it's
as
very
well.
tasty, yummy. Thank you so much.
Really good.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We wish all the mothers across the world Happy Mother's Day. Stay healthy.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
That was wonderful. That was beautiful, isn't it?
That was really beautiful.
Yeah. You know what? Let's see. Maybe we can post the recipe and the list of ingredients under our YouTube link, or on our YouTube link would be much better. So I hope all the other kids who are watching us may give same surprise to their moms with some delicious mug cake.
Absolutely. And this was like pretty easy.
I know,
And,
yeah.
and I am so glad that Venkat also, I was really thinking the kids would be there. And I was really surprised seeing Venkat.
Yeah.
In and, presenting a red rose. I did see that also. So that was really sweet and, really heart touching. So I'm sure the viewers, the kids, if you guys are watching, you can make your mom happy tomorrow by and
guys, you don't have to buy any beautiful presents, or you don't have to run to the store to buy a rose or anything. Just make her a mug cake and surprise her. That would be an awesome Mother's Day gift for her.
Yeah, and I did see Sangeeta was
I know.
Here from here, so she was so happy.
Exactly.
It was from the heart. So it was wonderful. The video was really, really, really touching. And thank you, Venkat, for doing that.
Sure.
And the kids, of course. What are the kids' name? Actually, I forgot.
They are Nitin and Nivesh.
Nitin and Nivesh. Thank you so much for doing it for your mom. Okay.
I know.
And
So
now,
next,
Anupa,
what do we have?
our next session. Okay.
So
for the people who are watching, I'm just saying, so first we got the advices. Second, we took about our beauty
tips. Yep.
And then third, we also gave you the tip, an easy recipe of doing the
surprising your mom.
Surprising your mom.
Yeah.
And now, this is all like exterior. There's something which a mom really need, the inner soul, just resonate themselves from internal, and for that, we welcome Art of Living.
I know. That is very nicely put, Sindhu. I'm sure the moms, especially now with kids at home, husband at home, they would be really stressed. They need something for the inner soul to rejuvenate themselves, to move forward, especially to move forward. So we have three wonderful ladies with us from Art of Living. We have, I'm going to read their names because I just made a note of them. So I'm just going to read their names. We have Sridevi Shankara, Suchitra Chandran, and Uma Venkatachalam, who will be joining us. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you, Anupa. Thank you, Sindhu.
Thank you. Thank you, Anupa, and thank you, Sindhu.
Welcome. So what do we have? What do you guys have for us today, Sridevi? I'm all excited.
Yes, so yes, we're going to talk about the Art of Living Foundation and their offerings, and we have Uma and Suchitra talking about the self-care tips for moms.
Okay.
Yeah. So Art of Living is a non-profit organization and operating around 150 countries, and it's founded in 1981 by the world-renowned spiritual leader Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. With one mission, that is to bring smile on everybody's face. And foundation offers several self-care workshops based on breathing, meditation, and yoga. And I'm really grateful for this opportunity to be here with you all and talk about the importance of the self-care on the occasion of the Mother's Day. Uma is a software architect at Portland General Electric, and she's a mother of 17-year-old. And she also practices and teaches the Indian instrument Veena, classical instrument. And she has been meditating for past 12 years. And also leads these workshops in the community and in the workplace. And nice. Suchitra is a senior software engineer at Intel, and she has been introduced to these techniques in 2009. And these techniques help her handle anxiety and stress, whether it was, finding a job or going through heartaches and paying student loans, marriage, and now handling work and a toddler at home. And she's also facilitated a Art of Living workshop, and she also volunteers her time reaching out to people about these tools. Now, as a woman, we always tend to put family and work needs before needs. And I believe this is a gift and a strength as a woman, that we need to, nurture this gift. We need to allocate some time to ourselves. I hope you all agree with that. With that, right? So now I would like to ask Uma, if she can share any self-care tips that can help moms to navigate the journey of motherhood.
Yeah, definitely, Sridevi, and happy Mother's Day, everybody. Very happy to be here. So, like we said, as women, especially moms, we tend to put everybody else first and put our own needs to the back burner. Many times we don't take care of ourselves, maybe lack of energy, time, or we don't deem ourselves important. Even engaging in very small acts of self-care will feel is more loud and connected. It could be taking a walk in the nature, or starting a breath meditation practice, or any art or something that you want to do, painting, music. So 12 years ago, when my daughter was a toddler, I was really stressed out between work and life, and my energy levels were low. That is when I got introduced to the sky breath meditation practice. So at that time, this practice takes around 20-25 minutes every day to do the home practice. So at that time, being a mom and working professional, I thought, how can I squeeze in 25 minutes of time every day? I'm so busy with so many things already. But then when I kind of prioritized it and somehow allocated time, I found that I was more productive throughout the day, and I was able to save more time through the rest of the day. So starting with the practice, my energy levels are restored. And another thing that I noticed is it made me more aware and strong from within. Like all of you here, I have too gone through my own ups and downs in life. I always go back to these practices to give me the strength. So the first tip I give to the moms is take time for yourselves. Take time for your self-care. That is very, very important for you and as your family. The second thing I would tell to moms is sometimes we tend to be too self-judgmental or self-critical of ourselves. As we try to balance our different roles, sometimes we are not able to give time for one thing or the other, and they become very harsh on ourselves. So don't be too self-critical on yourselves. Be easy on yourselves. You're all doing great. Know that you are all doing great. So those are my two main tips.
Yeah, Thank you, Ma. I mean, that's so true. And also when, mom is happy, the whole family will be happy, right?
That's very true. Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
So now I would like to ask Suchitra to share, how the practice of meditation helped her to juggle the roles of being, working professional and a wife and a mom.
I think for me, investing time into something like meditation and breathing techniques, it sounds ironic, but investing that time in these practices has given me more time. I know we all have the same 24 hours, but with the practice, what I've seen is that I've become more efficient, so I get a lot more done sooner. And my state of mind is so much more happy, so much more at peace. And my son just turned 2. So all of you moms out there are senior moms, so you would know this terrible two-face. For me, that's an amazing thing that I see every day, that when he's having a meltdown, if I am calm, he's able to calm down sooner. So in this whole journey of motherhood, like I think Anupa was saying that, you don't have an instruction manual, and it's so true. And the only thing that you can really rely on is your instinct, like what I think Anupa only said, your mother antenna, right? And based on starting from the beginning, what Miss Leela said, and Helen said, everybody, that you don't force your children, be there for them, all of that. I think when you're able to nurture yourself, when you're able to take time for yourself, make yourself a priority, then even like the 5 minutes or 10 minutes that you're spending with your children, then you're not a nervous wreck. Otherwise the stress that you have, you're just yelling at them, then you feel guilty, then you yell at your husband because, oh, why did I yell at my kid? Right? It's just such a downward spiral from there. So for me, my practice is making time for myself, making that a priority on my list, because everything else, if you feel good within, everything else doesn't matter. So unless you make that priority for yourself, that taking care of yourself, that's important. That's been my experience.
Yeah, that's so true. Taking care of yourself. I know. So can you give us a simple breathing technique, to help out, some of the chaos that we go through in the, day to day?
Yes. So this is one of my favorite things that I practice. It's very subtle and discreet, and the effect is so profound. Right? So it's very simple. So we can all do this together, whoever is there online, and Sindhu, Anupa, and all of us.
Perfect.
Okay, so the only instruction is you breathe in for some time and you breathe out for a little longer. So if you're breathing in for, say, 2 counts, then you breathe out for 3 counts. Right? So we'll do this together. Take a deep breath in. A little more. And exhale through the mouth. You can close your eyes. Breathe in. And exhale through the mouth. One more time. Breathe in. And exhale through the mouth. You do this 2 more times, keeping the attention on the breath. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. And observe the state of your mind. Observe the flow of breath. And you can gently open the eyes. So we would have hardly done this for, I think, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes. So
1 minute maybe.
But let me tell
just
you,
a minute. Yeah, less than a minute maybe.
Yeah, but I have to really tell you, the fast heartbeat, which was like going on when you have, it's like really cool down and
Cool down, calm. Yeah.
calm, and it's nice. And I mean, just a quick question, like, I mean, this is, I mean, you're saying like for the moms, like, I think we can just do it for our kids also when they,
Yeah.
when their exams are there, or when they have, the games, the sports and everything. This breathing technique is really, really, doing wonders, Suchitra. Thank you so much. This is like really amazing. I feel it right now. I mean,
Yeah, I have a question for you, ladies. So, do you have sessions happening? Now everything is online. So, do you have online sessions happening with Art of Living?
Yes, yes. So definitely sessions are happening online. So actually, I want to invite you all to a introductory session where you can kind of learn some more breathing techniques like
That
this.
would be
and,
wonderful. That would be beautiful. So
Yeah,
I would be really interested. To tell you frankly, my personal experience back in 2014, 2015, I was going through a really tough, this thing in my life. And then it was very hard. So I was in Bangalore. So then we had an Art of Living session happening very close to my house. So I was like, let me go try it, at least for the meditation part. And I did join it, and I really found peace within myself. I could handle my tough situation. I could handle it peacefully because I had a lot of things on my plate and I didn't know how to handle it, how to go about it. But so from my personal experience, I think Art of Living, especially the breathing technique, the Sudarshan Kriya, the Bastika, I'm so happy I remember all these names too. So they were all really wonderful, and it released all my negative energy, and I had a lot of positive energy in me. So thank you, ladies. I think I should enroll myself again, just not for the for the positive energy and for the meditation part.
Send us the link, so we would just put it in our YouTube the thing, so
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
who wants to definitely
yeah.
they have also tried. So it would be very helpful because I have never tried Art of Living, and I feel the difference. And I
All right, let's go, Sindhu. Let's try it. I think it will be helpful for all our viewers to maybe, if they're first time and they wanted to try it, the introductory session would be really helpful. So please send us our link. We will post it in our YouTube. Okay?
Yes, I'd like to just add one quick thing. So, oftentimes I think, I don't remember her name, but the mom who was talking about the nesting, right, with twins, Lakshmi. Yeah,
Lakshmi.
You don't have to wait until your kids move out of your house for you to relax. You can relax every single day. So when you make something, whatever it is, a practice, a priority, your self-care a priority, then you relax every day. And if you can relax every day, then you bring peace to not just yourself, but your entire house. So
I totally agree. Suchitra, very well said, very well put. If the mom is peace, the house is peaceful.
Suchitra is a mom of 2-year-old, and she's still like calm, and we know all about the terrible twos and everything. So great job, Suchitra.
Great job, ladies. Thank you. I think we should put the tagline: "Mom is peaceful, the house is peaceful." So, ladies, let's go. That would be the tagline now. So, thank you, ladies. It was wonderful. I'm sure the less than a minute meditation was even more relaxing for us, especially now when we are like, oh my goodness, we are hosting a show. So, that was really we are a little anxious, but we are calm now. So, thank you, ladies. It was wonderful. So, happy Mother's Day to all three of you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Wow, Sindhu, that was very relaxing, and that was beautiful.
It was really relaxing. And, because when I'm just looking at the timing, I said, oh, the timing is going on. And like, am I going to catch up or something? But then the thing, I would really thank Suchitra. The way she did was like, it was really helpful.
That's very true. That's very true.
We are running short of time.
I know. Do you want me to tell you something?
Yep.
Now comes the most awaited gala finale, which would be, we had treat for our tummy, treat for our inner soul. So now treat for our ears.
Absolutely.
So, I know. Let's have a treat for our ears now, Sindhu.
And actually, it would be a visual treat also, because we have beautiful Jessica Jude. And for the people who do not know who is Jessica Jude, she is a runner-up of Super Singer Junior Season 4. And she has, when I was just reading through and when I was just going through all her videos, she's amazing. So as we all said, it's a beautiful treat to our ears and beautiful treat to our eyes. So welcome, Jessica.
Welcome, Jessica.
Song.
Hi, how are you guys?
You look pretty. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So let's start, Jessica, with this song.
So what do we have, Jessica? We have a song?
Yep.
Yeah, I have a few songs prepared for everyone. Trying to keep it Mother's Day themed.
Exciting. So let's start the show with a beautiful song, Jessica.
Sure, for sure. Sorry, Cindy, you're on mute.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, perfect. I was just praising. I was saying that was really wonderful.
I know. That was mesmerizing, Jessica. And what meaningful lyrics. Oh my goodness. There's so much meaning to that lyrics. So thank you for a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Yep.
Jessica, I have a question for you. Tell us how it all started. How did when did you start singing? So how did the passion of singing get into you? So how did it all get started?
So my dad's actually a singer as well. So he used to perform in shows in Toronto. So ever since a young age, I've been surrounded by music. I always listened to my dad singing. And then at the age of 4, I wanted to start music lessons. So I asked my parents to take me to music lessons. My dad's aunt was actually a teacher back then. So that's where it all started. From there, I continued to learn music and I started to take part in competitions locally. Then one day, wanting to take my music career more seriously, I was always a longtime follower of Super Singer. So I've been watching since the very beginning. And it's such a big platform. So it was always my dream to sing on that platform. So one day I asked my parents to take me to India. That's where the whole journey started. Ever since then, I've been so blessed to be performing internationally, travel and perform.
That was wonderful, Jessica. I need to tell you something, to the viewers especially, Jessica participated in Super Singer Junior Season 4. So all her performances are in YouTube. So please, viewers, go enjoy them. And Jessica, we heard your dad singing when we had our test run. And my goodness, he has a beautiful voice. And we really enjoyed. So it was like a blessing in disguise for us. It was really wonderful. So, so I can see you are blessed. So now I know where the voice also comes from. So I heard your cover, Jessica.
Yep.
Cindy, did you hear that in our Insta?
And that was the first thing when I heard about Jessica.
Yeah.
And I just Googled her, and that was the first thing which came on YouTube.
I know.
Yep.
Her Hindi cover was beautiful. So Jessica, 2 lines from your Hindi cover song.
For sure, sure.
Thank you.
मंजिले रुसवा है खोया है रास्ता आए ले जाए इतनी सी इल्तिजा ये मेरी ज़मानत है तो मेरी अमानत है मुझको हीरा दे दे कसमें देवा दे दे मेरी दुआ के इशारों को सहारे दे दिल को टिकाने दे नए बहाने दे आबों की बारिशों को मौसम के पैमाने दे अपने करम की करदाए कर दे इधर भी तू निगाहे सुन रहा है ना तू रो रही हूँ मैं सुन रहा है ना तो क्यों रो रही हूँ मैं सुन रहा है ना तो रो रही हूँ मैं सुन रहा है ना तो क्यों रो रही हूँ मैं यारा यारा यारा
Sorry, you're on mute again, Sindhu.
Jessica, that was Beautiful.
Amazing.
Sindhu,
Thank you so much.
hold on. Let us all come back, okay? Come back to our present situation. I think we were all in, floating in the air with a
Because
beautiful
when she
voice.
was singing, because when she was singing, I'm not lying. I just got goosebumps. I just had to do this. It was like, such a mesmerizing voice.
I know. That's
And,
a beautiful song.
It's beautiful song, and the voice is like
true,
so powerful and so nice.
Thank you so much.
I really got goosebumps. I wouldn't. I wish you could come and touch me. It's so beautiful.
Are you back to your original place now, Sindhu? Because we were all floating. It was like a dreamland, and that voice just came in. So now, are you back?
I am back.
Okay, good. So let's carry on then.
So let's carry on. So now, I mean, you have already said, how the journey began. Your dad was a singer, and I heard that the whole family is, into music industry. Like your brother also plays keyboard, your mom. Now, since this is a Mother's Day, I really want to know how did your mom support you? Because you are in Ontario, born and brought up in Ontario, and definitely, when I talk to you, I come to know that, okay, fine, you're from Ontario. But when you're singing, I don't feel it. I just your pronunciation is so perfect. So I want to know about that. And also I wanted to know that how did your mom support you, or did your dad, how did you travel all the way to Chennai for the Super Singer
show? Yeah, for the Super Singer show.
How did you do that?
For sure. I think in every child's life, their mom plays a very, very prominent role, the most prominent role, I would say. Just like that, my mom is literally everything to me. She's been supporting me right from the beginning of my musical journey, not only in terms of music, but I think everything. Ever since I was born, she's always been there to show me this love that is beyond words and support me in everything I do. Especially when it comes to music, she's made countless sacrifices. There were so many times where, Super Singer wasn't an easy decision, not only for my mom, but my whole family, my dad as well. But when I went and asked my parents about Super Singer, at first it was, I just asked them, we kind of left the topic, didn't take it too seriously. But I kind of proposed the idea to them for the second time. And even though Super Singer would mean I would have to leave school, my mom would have to leave her job, so quit her job. And then there would be that family separation. So my dad and brother would be here, and me and my mom would have to travel to India. Regardless of all of that, they didn't even hesitate. And they took me to Chennai. It was so many sacrifices that came with it. But, that just goes to tell how much they're willing to sacrifice to make my dream come true. I'm so beyond blessed to have my mom and dad in my life, to have them as parents. And in terms of pronunciation, although my mom doesn't sing, she's very, very picky. So I would say she's more pickier than my dad, actually. So when I used to practice, they both always made sure to get my lyrics in Tamil. So everything I sing, I read it in Tamil, and I think that's really, really helped me. Now I can't even read it in English. I actually struggle to read my lyrics in English because I think with Tamil, there's so many little details. And if you read that in English, then you can't really pronounce it properly. So I'm glad my parents actually taught me to, learn in Tamil and then read my lyrics in Tamil.
That was beautiful. I love the way you said Tamil. That itself is so beautiful. So thank you, Jessica, for that.
And again, when I say this is Mother's Day, right? So when you say your mother, your dad and your brother, they stayed back home, taking care of normal Ontario stuff. But your mom, getting a job is not that easy. But then she, that is where we are talking about again, mom sacrifices. Of course, yes, she wants. She might have sacrificed it happily because she wanted her daughter to reach in one place, but leaving a job and not thinking whether I'll be getting a job back or no, but she just quit the job and going all the way back to Chennai, living there and, supporting her daughter. That was amazing. And, it is really a blessing.
That's what I wanted to say. The amount of the leaps and bounds that a parent is ready to go for the kids is just unimaginable. So kudos to your parents, that especially your mom. I wouldn't just give the credit to your mom, because your dad also equally sacrificed, because it is not easy to run a family alone with your brother too. And I'm sure he must have been young to your brother. So kudos to your parents. So it would be to both for helping you achieve your dream. So it should be, I think it's an inspiration for all of us. So let's rock it, ladies. Let's rock it, parents. I should say it that way.
And again, I'm just keeping the time check, and we want to take maximum from you.
I know, exactly.
We want to hear your mesmerizing voice. So can you dedicate one song to your mom?
For sure. This next song is actually Arariraro. It's all about mother.
I know, that's a beautiful.
Arariraro, நான் இங்கு பாட தாயினி கண்ணுறங்கு என்னோட மடி சாய்ந்து arariraro, நான் இங்கு பாட தாயினி கண்ணுறங்கு என்னோட மடி சாய்ந்து வாழும் காலம் யாவுமே
Beautiful again. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And when this song is just like happening, I mean, it's just a feeling because of this pandemic. Even like it's almost like 5 years that I haven't seen my mom. Like something
Sure.
or the else is coming, and I'm sure all the viewers who are watching this. Definitely they would have also had a small pinch like, oh, my mom, I mean, you sang it, so you really did so much justice to this song that song just just brought that feeling. And for all the viewers, I would just say, like, let's, because I do that mistake, and works apart, our kids will be taken care, house will be taken care. Whenever we feel, we just have to call our mom. Whenever our mom calls up, we just have to pick up and just say hello, because the pandemic is like not letting us meet, and it should be like, I just want to say, like, all the viewers should just, like, whenever they feel they should talk to their mom, call their mom, talk to their mom immediately, because mom is something. It's something, like, I mean,
I wanted to say that, I wanted to add something, Sindhu. That was beautifully said. I'm sure Jessica would also agree. Whatever language, the word, you say mom, amma, ma, mommy, there is a ring to that word, and there is some kind of small emotion that comes with that word, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And that emotion is so beautiful. I know it's been long since I visited my mom. It's just not my mom, my mother-in-law too. So I love both of them equally. So no this thing there. So I love both of my parents equally, and I miss them a lot too.
Thank you so much, Jessica.
Now let's change our track.
Yeah, but we should really thank Jessica for bringing that feeling in that, because really I was just doing my job and I was really not thinking of, okay, but this song just triggered, like, just
that's true.
That's true. In. So thank you so much, Jessica.
For sure. To be honest, I got a little emotional while singing it too.
Right? It was.
I know. This song always has that kind of emotion to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's change the track. Let's change the track. No emotion.
I know. Let's change the track. Let's not get emotional. So let's change the track. Jessica, I wanted to ask you. I'm sure you would have shared stage with a lot of legendary singers. I saw a clip with SPB sir, Chitra Ma, and everybody. So how was that? How was sharing stage with SPB sir? Since he's no longer with us, that itself is such a big, blow for us. So how was that, sharing a stage with SPB sir?
I mean, to start, I think I'm so blessed to have been able to perform with SPB sir. I've grown up around his music. My dad always sings SPB sir's songs. SPB sir is actually like a god to my dad. So you'll always hear his sir's music playing in my house. So when they used to come into Canada, so SPB sir and Chitra Ma, they used to do shows in Toronto. We would sit at the back of the auditorium to watch them perform. I couldn't even get close to them. Like, although I wanted to meet sir and Chitra Ma, like, it was impossible to even get close to them. But I'm so blessed to have been able to travel along through the Super Singer journey with Chitra Ma. I learned so much from her, and SPB sir, I actually got the opportunity to perform in front of him in Super Singer and receive his blessings. And then after that, I actually got the chance to perform with sir 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm so blessed. And I think a lot of people look at SPB sir, they praise him for his music. But more than that, I think he is one of the most humble souls I've ever come across in my entire life. We were all so horrified to perform with SPB sir. He's such a legend, and we're no one compared to him. So I was so scared. There's one performance I remember very clearly. I actually had laryngitis on one of the days I performed with sir. So I completely lost my voice. I had no voice at all. And that day I was performing the song Anjali. So a very, very high-pitched song. I was so scared. So I got into stage just hoping for the best. I sang 2 lines of the song, and he came and whispered into my ear, "You're doing well, keep going." I think those words are what helped me to, push through the rest of the performance. And somehow I was able to hit the high notes of the song. And right after that, he came and whispered in my ear again. He was like, see, it's all in the mind. Everything is in the mind. So if you put your mind to something, you can definitely do it. And I think those words really, really resonated with me. It's words I'll keep with me for the rest of my musical journey. He's just such an inspirational soul. We all have so much to learn from him, not only in terms of music, but, just character as well. So I'm so blessed to have come across him in my life.
That's a beautiful experience, Jessica. You sang songs with Chitra Amma too. So a few words about Chitra Amma.
Chitra Amma is my biggest inspiration. Ever since a little girl, I've, always looked up to her. It was always my dream to meet her, but now I'm able to say that I traveled with her in Super Singer, learned so much from her. And she's such like SPB sir, such a humble soul. She's literally like a little kid. She's so bubbly, always happy, always smiling. Honestly, she's like a mother, not only to me, but I think so many people in the world. She's like a second mother to me. So yeah, truly blessed.
That's beautiful. So in honor of SPB sir, so can we have few lines from his song? From any of his songs?
For sure. I actually have the track for Ido Ido and Pallavi.
Sure, please go ahead. Thank you.
No problem.
That was amazing. That was really
Thank you so much.
amazing. And again, I missed some questions to ask you about your, your mom. And I was like, I should have definitely asked you is, So when you were little, right? I mean, like, and you said that your mom was asking, I just wanted to know when you said, like, I want to go to Super Singer. So I see that people have to select dresses and all these things. How did your mom help you with that? Like, was she selecting your costumes, dresses, makeup, and everything? And even now, how is she helping you in all these things?
So for Super Singer, it was actually everything was provided by the channel. So they provide outfits and they do our makeup and everything for us.
Okay.
But other than that, when I just perform in shows and everything, my mom's the one who picks out the outfits. I mean, I would obviously pick it out. She would iron it for me and she would get the jewelry ready, everything ready to go. So that's a big help, especially when I'm running around before shows. It's definitely a big help for me.
Yeah. And then, like, since now you are the star, definitely in India. So when you went to India, like, and when you saw all these celebrities seeing for the first time, like, which we normally don't do it over here, how was your feeling? What did you, what just went through it? Like, how did you feel?
I mean, it was super overwhelming. We see all these people in movies or we see them on screen. So
Right.
it's definitely a different experience to see them right in front of you. So really overwhelming. But I think I'm just blessed. I know, like, nothing more to say. I'm just very, very blessed to have seen everyone.
Yeah. And do they, in this school, like the school which you go, so do they know that you are a star back home in India, and do they treat you as a star?
Yeah, they do. So when I came back from Super Singer, everyone in my school knew. So everyone was kind of, asking me about the experience and everything. And even now they'll be like in university, like, so if one person knows, they'll just spread around somehow.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh my God, Jessica, just as a joke. But
But do you perform in a university? Do you sing a lot in your university too?
no, I've actually only performed once in university. It was like a North Indian kind of show. So I performed in Hindi for that show.
Ah, that's nice.
So now when we are talking about university, I have read about the Harvard Tamil Chair thing. Could you just put some light on it? Can you just like give us more details? Like, I've read more, but I would like to listen from your voice.
Yeah, for sure. So the Harvard Tamil Chair was an initiative that was started to establish a Tamil Chair at Harvard University. So this chair would benefit so many students in the future to teach them Tamil and to also do research in Tamil. I think it's it's a really good cause because, Tamil is one of the oldest languages in the world. So I think it's our responsibility to preserve the language for many, many more years to come. And I think it's important that youngsters also learn Tamil and learn about the history behind everything. So I'm very blessed and glad to be a part of that initiative. Yeah.
Very well put, Jessica. Yeah, Tamil is one of the oldest language that still exists. So that's beautifully said. You dedicated a song to your mom. How about a song to all the mothers across the world?
For sure. I'll sing a few lines of the song Kangal.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
That's my favorite. I hope I don't.
Even if you sing 2 lines, that will be a treat for our ears. So we just want to hear your voice. That's it.
I hope I don't tear up. I'm like, oh my goodness.
No. Get tissue ready.
கண்கள் நீயே காற்றும் நீயே தோணும் நீ துரும்பில் நீ வண்ணம் நீயே வானம் நீயே ஊனும் நீ உயிரும் நீ பல நாள் கனவே ஒரு நாள் நனவே ஏக்கங்கள் தீர்த்தாயே என்னை பிழிந்து உன்னை நான் எடுத்தேன் நான் தானே வேறில்லை முகம் வெள்ளைத்தான் அதில் முத்தத்தான் ஒரு வெண்பாவை நான் செய்தேன்
have no words. It is.
I know. Oof, I should just say, I just have like.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
This song always has a kind of an emotion, a ring to it, isn't it? It is quite. It's a tear-jerking song. What do you think, Jessica?
For sure. I've actually been listening to this song like this past week, just randomly. It's such a beautiful song, and it evokes so many emotions. So beautiful
I know.
song.
And your unplugged version was out of the box. It was beautiful, out of the world. It was just beautiful. Because you know, we had the track playing and you singing, but this was totally unplugged. So it was just your voice, and that had a divine ring to it. So thank you, Jessica. We are all blessed to hear this beautiful voice.
Thank you so much.
So now we spoke about mom. So definitely grandmom. So how is your relationship with your grandmom? Like, is she in Ontario with you guys, or do you have to go and visit there back home? And of course, yes, she's super proud of you, but can you share the relationship with your grandmother?
For sure. So I think in every granddaughter's life, their amama or their grandma is like their second mother. Just like that, my amama actually lived with me for the first chunk of my life. So she's the one who raised me after my mom, obviously. And I have a very, very tight bond with my grandma. She means so much to me. I think out of all the grandchildren, I have more of a special bond with her. I'm a little more closer just because she did live with me for many years. Now she still lives in Ontario. She lives around like 5 minutes away. So we go visit her. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, I haven't been able to see her that much. So I miss her so much. I see her here and there, but it's definitely difficult. You don't want to, because of the pandemic, you can't really go see anyone. So hoping everything settles down soon so I can go spend some more time with her. True. And I haven't hugged her for more than a year, which is really sad. I hope everything just settles down so we can spend some time together.
So we also pray that everything settles down for you to go meet your grandma. Grandmas are always really special, aren't they? They're really close to our heart. No matter what age you are, grandmas are really sweet. And, I'm sure every grandma, I feel, when you're a mother, you miss a lot of things because you have a kid, raising and all that. So we miss a lot of things. But once you become a grandmom, you see your daughter's life, or you see how, through your granddaughter's eyes. Because that's what my parents, they say, oh, I miss doing all this with you. Let me do all this with my grandsons. So, that is how grandparents are. So
for sure.
I know. So one song for all the grandmoms or grandparents. Let me just say grandparents, no, this thing there. So.
And can you tell the name, or you can tell your, say hi to your grandmom. Definitely.
Yeah. Say, Mama, happy Mother's Day from all of us too.
Sure. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. I would like to dedicate this next song, Ungalukkaga Indadutha Paattu, Poove Poochiduva, and for all the grandmas out there.
That's very sweet.
பூச்சூடவா இந்த நெஞ்சில் பாழ்வார்க்கவா பூவே பூச்சூடவா இந்த நெஞ்சில் பாழ்வார்க்கவா வாசல் பார்த்து கண்கள் பூத்து காத்து நின்றேன் வா பூவே பூச்சூடவா இந்த நெஞ்சில்
Beautiful, Jessica. After every song, I don't know, I get so emotional. I have tears in my eyes. It is very emotional. Thank you, Jessica. It was a wonderful evening for us. So
Thank you so much.
before we
And
conclude,
yeah,
Sindhu?
so the thing is, like, I would definitely love to tell that, like, you have taken us emotionally, and so thank you so much, Jessica. And like, I know it's late for you also, but you know what, there is one song which you sang in the finale, and I read and I've seen in YouTube also, where all the celebrities, like, including
Yep.
Chitrama, Manoj sir, and Dhanush sir, everybody like gave you a standing ovation. So can we, end this session beautifully with that beautiful song?
For sure. I'll sing a few lines.
Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you so much, Jessica.
வீடை கொடு எங்கள் நாடே கடல் வாசல் தெளிக்கும் வீடே பனிமரக்காடே பறவைகள் கூடை மறுமுறை ஒரு முறை பார்ப்போமா உதட்டில் புன்னகை புதைத்தோம் உயிரை உடம்புக்குள் புதைத்தோம் வெறும் கூடுகள் மட்டும் ஊர்வலம் போகின்றோம் வீடை கூட எங்கள் நாடே கடல் வாசல் தெளிக்கும் வீடே பனிமரக்காடே பறவைகள் கூடை மறுமுறை ஒரு முறை பார்ப்போமா
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jessica.
I am standing and
I am sitting, but still a big round of applause.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I would really like to thank your dad, who really helped us to get this done. So thank you, Jude sir, for all. I know that you are back listening to all these things. And thank you from PDX A1. And thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. It was
so
a
much for
beautiful
having
treat.
Thank you for
Beautiful
having
treat
me.
for us.
Thank you, Sindhu. Thank you, Anupa. And thank you, Joy, for inviting me today. So happy to have been able to perform for you all, even though it's virtual. It's the best we can do. So thank you so much for having me.
But it was still a treat for all our ears. I hope all our viewers would agree to what I say. It was mesmerizing. It was
Thank you so much.
fantabulous. I'm looking for words to say. So thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Jude sir. And thank you, PDX A1. We shouldn't forget the backbones for this
emotional journey, I would say.
Yeah, for this beautiful treat for all of us.
Yeah.
So thank you, guys. Yep. Thank you, everybody.
For all the viewers,
yep.
Anupa and me, we both are going to wish together is
Happy Mother's
Day.
Yeah.
And have fun.
Yeah. It is from all of us, Ajoy, Venkat, Sindhu, and me. Happy Mother's Day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hope to meet you all pretty soon. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.